Hi, my name is Logan Christian. This is my Creative Critical Reflection Part 4, also known as a CCR. In this video, I'll be discussing how my project integrates technologies, software, and hardware, as well as online. At the start of the project, we actually were introduced to a website called WordPress, in which we actually needed to create blogs and write about every aspect of our project. And in that, we actually had to learn, well, I actually had to learn exactly how to add photos and actually how to type certain things, as well as how to work around the fact that under school Wi-Fi we couldn't work on our blogs. So I actually was able to use the app of WordPress and to edit and write about things that happened in our movie and things and problems that we kind of entered when we started filming. Another thing is after our first draft, our teacher actually gave us to borrow a camera tool that actually helped us kind of keep the camera focused and was actually pretty cool because I had to look up videos on how it worked and how to connect it to our phones because it mounted our phones and we were able to kind of move it around using a joystick, and I had to kind of work through the settings and figure out which would be used best in our project. And actually, the tool had its own app called ZY Cami. And although it kind of showed us how to use it, it didn't really explain much. So I had to kind of look up YouTube videos on how it worked and how we can actually focus on certain characters and people in our film. It was also helped kind of create the camera steady because sometimes when we were filming, we wouldn't have the camera steady at all times and it would kind of move depending on how we were moving and certain angles. The thing we used, I think it was called a gimbal, and it actually helped a lot when we were doing a tracking shot of our main character, Detective Stewie, and it helped really keep the camera focused and not look so unprofessional, I guess. It actually helped a lot. We also used cinematic mode, which is on the new iPhones, and that actually helped keep the characters in focus and kind of make sure that everything around it wasn't so like focused on, and so we can keep the attention in our audience drawn on our main characters. This was also very useful when we did the car shot with our other detective as the car was moving. So if there were any bumps or anything, it wouldn't really be shown in the scene, and we can keep it adjusted to where we didn't have to worry about him moving or turning and us having to kind of like pause the video and stop every scene for every turn or move that happened in the car, which also created the illusion that our detective was going somewhere. He was moving. He was definitely driven, literally, no pun intended, driven. And this also helped our audience actually, create a certain emotion and understanding of how this character is, as he is very steady. To communicate and actually send these big file videos, we use messages, iMessages, as well as when the final draft was finished, we use OneDrive and Gmail to kind of send each other the full video and to help us integrate it into our own technology because we all had very different technology at the time. Like I had my iPad and Aaron had his actual laptop. So it was very different in when we were sending each other information and we had to make sure that it didn't come out pixelated or out of focus and it came out exactly how we wanted it to. So that's it for this last CCR. Thank you guys and have a good day.